Look guys, I have to be honest, I've already listened to this song. But a few of you have reached out to me and kind of commented on some of my posts about me checking out Dexx Clang Clang. So basically there's 6BL actors that are kind of put into a like T-pop group, kind of similar to like Jasper, but like this is like the DMD version. That's kind of how I'm interpreting this at least. Now like I've said, I've already watched the video, I've watched it once. I did have some thoughts. And, you know, if I have to be honest, my thoughts towards it wasn't necessarily, it was kind of lukewarm. In terms of like strengths and weaknesses, you know, there were some moments of the song which I'm like, okay, this is actually not too bad. But then there are some moments where I'm like, okay, and not even just like the song itself, but even like the video. I'm going to watch it again with you guys because I only watched it once, but I want to give it another chance. And just see my thoughts on it and see if they've changed. Maybe they've improved, maybe they're not. I will say though, of the 6 of them, I'm so bad with names and pronunciation. It's like AuAu. So sorry, please correct me if I'm wrong. He was my favorite of the 6. He's also in Your Sky, which I do love Your Sky as well. But I just feel like in terms of like the one that comes across the most natural, the one that seems the most like charismatic, there's something about the way that he delivered his performance. So I think he is probably the one that I would say, like out of all 6 of them, he's probably the most ready. Also, is it Poor? So the one that plays Lee in Your Sky, his vocals are also quite strong as well. And I think James had some rapping as well, which I was like quite impressed with because, look, I've heard some of James's vocals and you know, I think like maybe it's just not to my liking, you know, like you know, maybe this group just isn't for me, but I'm willing to give it a go because you guys have requested me to look at this and I'm going to do my best to be as objective as possible because I actually love all 6 of them. I actually really do. Like I like all their projects. Well, like all their projects, it's a bit of an exaggeration. I've watched their projects. So, yeah. You know what? I'll just stop digging myself. My grave is getting deeper. Let's just check it out and let's see if my opinions changed or if it's stayed the same. So I'll check out the music video and then I'll check out the live version on the T-pop stage because I'm kind of curious just to see how they do it live. Is it going to be live? Let's find out. I have to give my honest opinion, guys. That's what I'm here for, okay? To start with, this beat. In the chorus, it kind of annoyed me. I'm sorry. Okay, look. Again, I don't know his name in real life. It's like AuAu or something. But like, if we go back slightly, like just from the beginning, right? He has this like look to him that I feel like the others just don't have. Like, you know what I mean? Like this confidence, which I really like. This is Tutor. I actually really like his voice. It's a lot lower than I expected. And here, so sorry, I'm going to be pausing a lot today because like I said, I've already watched this. Actually, you know what? I'll try and play through it and then I'll critique it after and give me my thoughts. Paul has a really good voice here though. I really like it. Sorry, I don't mean to critique it again. Guys, I'm not being a hater, I swear. I just have to be honest. Some of the dancing is also a bit of out of sync. And I understand, this is their debut, right? It doesn't have to be perfect. But this is just like me, I don't want to compare it with like Lycan because, you know, the bar is so high. But I am being honest. So, oh gosh, am I being too negative? Oh, guys, am I gonna get attacked? Guys, please, I'm so sorry, but like I'm just being honest. Some of the dancing's out of sync. So Love his vocals here, amazing. So if I go, so see how like their movements are kind of, I don't know if I'm making sense, but their movements just don't seem very synchronized to me. So like, for example, you've got like these two, TeeTee and Tutor are doing different movements. Like it looks like the movements like almost different in a sense, and I don't know why. Now let's go look here. This is pretty synchronized. But you know what I mean though? Like it's just slightly off time. Slightly. Oh, actually, that looks pretty good. I think like, so it's also an angle thing as well. Like, so if you can see here, these three are a bit more side on and these three a bit more 3/4 view, which is kind of, I don't know how I feel about that. This part here, it's pretty in sync with the leg movement. But like, again, like some of their legs just look, like for example, over here, TeeTee is a bit more spread out than the others, I feel like, right? Like his leg is fully extended. His is kind of like very in. He's on a straight view, so it's a bit hard to say. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it's not necessarily the most synchronized. They're not all kind of doing the same movement. His foot's on the ground, his foot's on the ground, his foot's on the ground, his foot's on the ground. His foot is still up. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, and then here, James is already onto like the next step after, but like pause, like he's only just put his foot down. I'm so sorry. This is so minor, and I don't mean to critique too much, but I'm critiquing because like I think that these guys have potential. So this is just kind of like some areas where I think, okay, this could probably improve, right? Obviously they're not perfect, but they're obviously talented enough to be in a group. So I do want to put that as a disclaimer. There's just some things that I think might be some weaknesses and strengths in the group. I really like this part. Again, right? So James is quite late on the coming up. Everyone's already up, but James is a bit late, right? Or James goes too far down. It's just, I'm not quite sure. I think maybe in a live setting it might not look as like this, but I think the way it's set up with the cinematography, I'm not quite sure. I love him. It's so good, man. He is so good.
Here we go, TeeTee, Clang Clang. Clang Clang. Here we go, TeeTee, Clang Clang. Baby, feel the right, the deal, hitting.
This shot, I'm not a fan of either. Again, nothing to do with the selfie style, not a fan of it. And it has nothing to do with the talents either. It's just a personal thing. I'm sorry, I don't know. I like the shot here. This. I feel like they didn't know to go so close up. I'm not sure.
Welcome to my game. นี่เอาโซน Dexx เร็วแรงยิ่งกับปกติเธอก็รู้ว่าแถวนี้ไฟแรงแบบ unlimited Raise love กับเชื่อสักทีใครจะเข้ามาแซงก็ให้คิดดีๆ
The rapping is actually really good in this group. I will say, James as a rapper, stronger than vocals. I'm just saying. And Tutor's also doing really good. I don't remember AuAu. And Paul's vocals are actually really good.
Here we go, shitty shitty clang clang. Clang clang. Here we go, shitty shitty clang clang. Baby, feel the drive.
Pausing again, sorry, because look, we're doing a detailed review here, okay? This second chorus, dance-wise choreography, there was one move in the first chorus where, like, after they did that bit and they went like, I didn't like that move, but I think this one looks better. They've done something different. Let me see.
Clang clang.
It just looks more natural. I don't know. Maybe they do it again. But... oh, he's my favorite. Sorry.
Here we go,
He's so good. This filter, not needed.
Drifting through the night like a supercar. Girl, อยากจะรู้สิ่งที่เธอต้องการ I'm do it for you. Baby, feel the drive, the thrill hitting right. Rain เข้าไปถึงใจ Here we go, shitty shitty clang clang.
Yeah, so overall, this as a debut, it actually, listening to the second time, it actually is better than the first time. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't know what they're singing about. Because I wasn't really focusing on the lyrics, so I apologize for that. But like, I think in terms of vocally, I thought it was pretty solid. Like, you have some members that definitely, I think I really liked Paul's vocals, actually. He was really good. I think the most solid member overall, probably, look, it's AuAu. I don't know the pronunciation, and I'm really sorry, but he was definitely my favorite. I think he's probably the strongest of all of them. Yeah, James as a rapper really surprised me. I think because I haven't heard him rap, but he actually really surprised me here, I will say. I will also say that one thing that let this video down a lot was the cinematography. It personally just wasn't my favorite. Some of the effects I wasn't a big fan of. Yeah. Also, I do feel like aside from AuAu, again, I don't know his name, pronunciation, but fuck, let me look it up. I'm so done. I need to know it. All right, sorry guys, it is not AuAu, it is AuAu, and yeah, so he's my favorite. He ate. I will say he literally ate. I'm like, he's so sexy too. But like, yeah, he was the strongest overall member in my opinion. Yeah, Paul's vocals really surprised me here because I thought his vocally, I thought he was actually really strong. I think the choreography actually was not, like, aside from one move in the chorus, it was pretty solid overall. I think this, as a debut, it kind of is a good starting place for them, for sure. Now, would I listen to it? Would I add it to my playlist? No, I have to say no, I wouldn't. It is a bit catchy the second time I've listened to it, and I'm sure the more I listen to it, the more catchy it would be. But at this point in time, I can say that I won't be adding it to my playlist. It's like, it's a solid debut song, and I think I'd leave it at that. And I'm curious to see, but it does make me curious though to see like just kind of where they go from here, and as they find their sound, because I am curious like what that sound is gonna be. Yeah, I don't really have much else to input on that. Yeah, I mean, Tutor's rap was actually really surprising as well. Yim and TeeTee was also really good as well. Yim was okay. I have to say I don't remember too much of his performance in that video compared to the other five. I remembered a bit. I think he sang maybe like the chorus or something. maybe not as strong for me personally. All right, let's check out the live performance. Oh, he is so good. Look at it. Oh my god. I'm a sim.
Hey no เธออย่ามองตา Looking at me for too long now oh baby ทำให้ชายตาเพราะฉันหลงแล้วเธอก็เตรียมลา I'm not okay ถ้าเธอคิดจะ hit and run got to stay เรามาจบเรื่องนี้ด้วยกันเถอะเพราะเธอน่ะเริ่มก่อน lose control into the red zone อาการมันเริ่มออกเธอระวังเอาไว้ให้ดี Ready at the light for the green light ให้เธอรีบมาเข้าที่ระวังไป One ฉันจะอยากขึ้นเร่งแบบว่า midnight
Here we go, shitty, shitty, clang, clang.
Clang clang
That move I don't like.
Here we go, shitty, shitty, clang, clang.
Baby feel the drive the thrill hitting right เร่งเข้าไปถึงใจ Here we go shitty shitty clang clang Welcome to my game นี่อาโซน Dexx เร็วแรงอยู่กับปกติเธอก็รู้ว่าแถวนี้ไฟแรงแบบ unlimited Raise love กับเชื่อสักที
Oh, his
ใคร
voice.
จะเข้ามาแซงก็ให้คิดดีๆ Return your body is my name แปลว่าจองอยากจะลองเธอจะยอมเป็นของฉัน We go bam we go clang แปลว่าแรงฉันจะยอมให้เธอเป็นของกันและกันเพราะเธอน่ะเริ่มก่อน lose control into the red zone อาการมันเริ่มออกเธอระวังเอาไว้ให้ดี Three ready at the line for the green light Two ให้เธอรีบมาเข้าที่ระวังไป One ฉันจะอยากขึ้นเร่งแบบว่า midnight Here we go shitty shitty clang 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 Here we go shitty shitty clang clang Baby feel the drive the thrill hitting right เร่งเข้าไปถึงใจ Here we go
Really? Okay, I never noticed his game until this.
Drifting through the night like a supercar ก็อยากจะรู้สิ่งที่เธอต้องการ I'm do it for you Baby feel the drive the thrill hitting right เร่งเข้าไปถึงใจ Here we go shitty shitty clang clang Here we go shitty shitty clang clang Oh clang clang Down with the beat the we go Yeah Here we go shitty shitty clang clang
Yeah, I mean, my thoughts on the song not necessarily changed from the live performance. It was a little hard for me to tell if they were live. I actually realized that I can't tell. I'm really bad at telling because sometimes, some moments I was like, oh, this is definitely live. And some moments where I was like, oh, I'm not sure. Maybe it's just some members are more live than others, or maybe there's more backing track on, but I didn't hear much of a backing track. So now I'm confused. Poor came out a lot more in this performance than I expected. What did you guys think though of both the song and the live performance? Do you guys disagree with me? Do you agree with me? At the moment, as I kind of said, I'm on the fence about the song. The song is okay. It's not something I gravitate towards. That chorus beat, not my favorite. The bow, 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 bow is very, I could do without it. Especially when it's like the main part of the chorus. I'm just like, please stop. But I really like the pre-chorus. The rapping is actually one of my favorite parts as well of the song. I'm curious to know who your bias is because I know mine. And I think you guys know mine too. Alright guys, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Make sure you check out my Your Sky reactions and all my other reactions as well. Bye guys.